Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be just a quick get ready with me. This was actually a request of, I believe, my mother's coworker, but my mom also wanted to know how to get ready in 20 minutes. So we are going to show you how to do an easy, quick out the door look. If you're on the go, if you're trying to get ready for work real quick. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it kindly. I love each and every one of you for subscribing. I have gotten a bigger turnout than I expected, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. You guys are helping make my dream come true. I absolutely love playing with makeup. It has been my passion since I was a kid. So yeah, if you want to see how we got today's look, stick around and yeah, let's just hang out today. I'm not really going to do like a harsh look. I'm going to do something that, like I said, you can do fairly quickly and you're out the door. I also have a little fun thing I'm going to do in a little bit to prove a point to my mother who requested this video, and I have to give her a hard time because that's just who I am. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to prime. Not everyone's skin's going to be the same, so you can use whatever you feel works best for you. So just take a little bit on my hands. Just put that on, and as we all know, my face gets really red when I play with it. Like, look at the difference from just touching it that quick. I have super sensitive skin. So now that we're primed, I'm going to do my foundation. I'm going to try to stick towards more affordable products because I know that that is a concern of some people. I prefer a little bit of both. But my go-to foundation right now is still the Matte Poreless Fit Me by Maybelline in the shade 112. It's a little warm for me, but I like a little bit extra color. And I feel like this is like medium to full if you build it up. So let's put that on. And I'm going to apply that with my handy-dandy Jeffree Star brush. Like I said, you can place it on the back of your hand or you can apply it however you wish. You can use a beauty blender. I prefer brushes for foundation. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. And I really need to stop shaving right before I record. Makes me look like I have a weird skin disease. Again and again. 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 Tell me you love me, I say we better as friends, baby. Again and again, again and again. I say I'm gonna shut you out. So now I just take a clean beauty blender and just kind of pat that all in, just to kind of get rid of any kind of streak marks there might be. Not that there is much with this brush, thankfully. So now I'm going to take the Maybelline Age Rewind. And you can skip this step. I just prefer to do it myself because I like that extra brightness under the eye. Like I said, totally optional. You do not have to do it. See, I just kind of roll it on there, not without like a care in the world. So like I said, you don't have to conceal if you don't want to. Like I said, it's unnecessary. You don't even need to wear foundation if you don't want to, but I prefer it because I like to even out my skin tone. Okay, where's my phone? Okay, so here's the part that I'm going to make a joke because my mom seems to think that she doesn't have time in her day to put blush or contour or highlight or any of that in her routine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a stopwatch and I'm going to start the stopwatch once I start going, just to kind of show how long it actually takes. So I went ahead and went to Ulta today. They are absolutely wonderful there, Christy. Thank you so much for always helping me find the things that I need to find. I was in search of a blush palette because I realized I don't actually own that many. I bought the Morphe, this is the 8C, and this is what it looks like. All of these shades I would say are everyday shades. I know they look scary. I know they look bright. You don't have to go heavy-handed with it. I'm going to do my contour first, and I'm going to use the Coverfx Perfector Face palette. This is my everyday. I love this. I don't know retail how much this cost. I'll link it down below. And I'll also link down this below as well. This was only $22 and you get 8 shades. Morphe has been one of my favorite brands for a long time, starting with their brushes and moving into more of their makeups and stuff now that we actually have a Morphe in our Ulta here. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to start my stopwatch to prove my point to my mother. All right, starting. So I'm just dipping into my contour shade and I'm just going like this, right beneath that bone. I'm trying to do this while talking and getting it done in the amount of time it would normally take me. It's going to be difficult. Now I stopped the timer, okay? So we're at 30 seconds and all I did was get it on. Now the reason why I stopped the timer is because girls can skip this step. I do this, however, because I am a guy and I do like having that sharper jawline. So I'm only going to cheat a little bit and I'm going to do my underneath, blend that out, and then finish the rest, but I'll start the timer once I start to get to the rest of it. And then I'm just going to take a angled face brush and I'm just going to kind of buff that in a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to start the timer again. Resume. Now I'm going to take that same brush I used on my chin and I'm just going to go like this and kind of buff it in. But see how that's blending in and it's taking like no effort. I probably look like a crazy person because I'm trying to get this done fast because I'm talking at the same time. And I just buff it a little bit more. All right, so 1 minute and 2 seconds is what it took me to do that. So now I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into the shade. I'm going to pick Queen because I'm Queen and trying to prove a point. So I'm going to resume the timer again and I'm going to just dip that in there a little bit, get it on the brush, and just lightly apply. And then taking that same brush again and just kind of blending those two together. 1 minute 47. 1 minute 47 is all it took me to do contour and blush. You have time, Mom. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add highlights. So I'm going to start the timer again just to prove my point a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Jeffree Star. This is the JS4. This is my go-to favorite highlighting brush, and I just spray it with the Morphe setting spray. And what this does is, I haven't really been explaining what it does, is it wets the brush enough so that it picks up extra pigment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the highlighter in this palette. Like I said, I'll link down below the pricing of this and where you can get it if you can still get it. This came in my Boxy Charm a couple months ago. So I'm just going to go into the highlighter right here, which is a little dark for me, but that's fine because we're not going for like a crazy look again. So now I'm going to restart my timer. I feel like I'm losing. I just want to win. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. You have time. Sorry, I told her I was going to be sassy about it because it takes no effort to get this done. Now I know it takes practice and I've been doing makeup for as long as I can remember, so I've got it down. The nice thing about this face palette is it's got a brightener right here in the center. What it does is it just really kind of brightens everything up. Now I prefer a more like see me from space kind of highlight. So what I'd like to do is I'd just like to dab that right there, but you see how that like just brighten that up a little bit more. And I go right on the nose too, right on the Cupid's bow. A little bit over there. And then like I said, you don't have to use the brightener. You don't have to highlight, you don't have to contour. Now, if you catch me outside of this house without highlighter on, call 911, I'm probably being kidnapped or probably getting murdered at some point in the day. So now I'm going to do eyebrows. You don't have to do your eyebrows. I do my eyebrows because I like a bold look. That and I don't know if you can zoom in and see if you can see it. But I have like spaces missing in my eyebrows. Now, as a teenager, I used to shave them off. Don't ask me why it was a thing. It just was. Do I regret it? Yes. If you see pictures, I'm so sorry. You're blind now. So I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Ash Brown. And yes, I fixed my fingernails. Well, my nail girl did it. Maria. What's up, girl? the Anastasia brush that you can buy in a, like with these, and I just kind of dip in, and as you've seen before, all I do is I just outline the bottom just to kind of fill in any spaces that are missing, kind of playing connect the dots.
We've been going through it, I feel like there is no end. You do stuff you don't want me to do, like we just friends. And just when
This is the Goof Proof by Benefit. I just use the spoolie and I kind of blend up. But see how that just gave me like a more full brow without being like super crazy? Now, like I said, I know I prefer dramatic. So this is just a quick, like, if you're in a rush and you just want to get your eyebrows done, you can just do this real quick. If you want to add in the extra step that I'm going to do, feel free. This is just the Gimme Brow. It's like a mascara for your eyebrows. It just gives you a little bit more definition. And I just go right in here. And that's really all where I place it, just to kind of fill in those little extra spaces too. And you're done with your eyebrows. This came in my boxy this month. This is Butterlondon. I think I'm going to go into Temptress. And I'm just going to take... So I'm just going to take the Morphe M535, which is just a very big, fluffy blending brush. I'm just going to... So we're not going to prime, and this is why. Because it's just one more step you don't need. You don't need to prime, but you can. If you're going for a more, I'd say, vivid look, yes, definitely prime. But to save time, you don't need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a beauty blender. I'm going to wipe off because I get a little bit of a crease in there when I get stuff on my eyes. So like I said, I'm going to dip into Temptress. And I'm going to go right on the brow bone.
back my way again. I swear, boy, you ain't no good to me. That's just what it is. Again, I don't need to.
So now I'm going to take the Luxie Precision Crease. I'm not going to use it for my crease. I'm going to use it for my lid. I am going to spray it since I'm not using a primer, just so I can get a little extra hold on there. So now I'm going to go into Queen, which is this right here. And I'm just going to dip in there. And I'm going to go right on the lid with that.
Look at you like revenge again. Really, you can't save yourself that repent. Pouring that self-love.
I'm going to go into Enchantress. And I'm going to place that right here. Just going in that inner corner. A little bit more gold than I thought it was going to be. That's okay. So then I literally, you can take any blending brush. You can kind of just blend those two together.
And it gets hot, I harden like cement again. Yeah, I'm some fool.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Morphe 507, which is a smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to take that Diva shape, and I'm going to go right underneath.
Because it takes shots at my heart, I still hold you down through and through.
And then I'm going to go back into Temptress, which is that darker shape. I kind of just want to go right under on that lash.
And there's certain stuff I wouldn't never pull, certain things only do.
Now, like I said, you don't need to go underneath if you don't want to, because I know sometimes, like, what's that meme when it's like showing you like a step-by-step smoky eye, and then at the end it's like that guy with the black smudged everywhere. I feel like this is a very beginner look. It's super easy. The Natural Goddess eyeshadow palette, and this retails for $32. So it's overall just a fun palette. Do I do eyeliner? Because we know what happens when I play with eyeliner. Shots fired! I get really crazy with it. You know what? I'm going to cheat. Alright, so I'm not going to tell you what eyeshadow palette this is. It's going to be used in an upcoming video. And I'm just going to go into a darker shade. And I'm just going to go right along that lash line right there.
I've seen a lot of good, but our love is nothing near as beautiful. I don't want to take away from this, but I'm closing up my love and you can't come in because you treat it like it ain't nothing to you.
So there was a little bit of fallout from the palette. Normal, totally okay. You just take a brush and just brush it away. So now I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm going to use my go-to, which is Better Than Sex. It is by Too Faced. So what I like to do is I like to lightly put it on my lashes, and then I take, this is an old mascara, and I kept the wand. I like this wand, and I don't know why, but it's just really like, I use it to separate and clean up. So I just lightly apply it.
We can never have no type of relationship. You can be so devilish.
Does anybody else blink to the mascara rather than rolling this? I feel like I'm the only person on the planet that does it. So mascara is done. Now, I know I did a gloss in the last video. I want to do a lipstick, but there's like no lipstick on the face of the planet that lasts all day. like especially through like if you're drinking or eating, it's going to break down over time. I prefer gloss throughout the day because just reapply it real quick. I don't have to worry about any like, you know, dryness, splotchiness, any like putting lipstick over lipstick and it just kind of pulls it off. So I just got this in my boxy. This is Strike Gold by Tarte.
I just don't, I love you, but I don't know what I'm in for. Again.
Now, this look, you didn't need to put anything on your lips if you didn't want to. You can use your favorite lipstick that you like to use. You can use your favorite gloss. You can go without it. That's up to you. I chose this one because I just got it. I wanted to try it. I'm never usually disappointed with these. So yeah, that's your look. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed my sassy, whatever you want to call it today. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it kindly. Give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Please tell me to turn it on. Okay. Do you mind? You know what I forgot? I don't have a f***ing mirror. Subscribe button, and don't forget the hell. Don't forget the hell. And don't forget to hit that like. My God. That's what I do in between when I up lines.